Okay, so I thought I would just give you a little peek into how I add rivets to my bags. As you can see, I have Rivet Press from Cam Snaps. I highly recommend this one. It is excellent quality. It's very, very easy to use. And Cam Snaps provides free videos for every single step of using every one of the things you can get to go with this. So when you get a Rivet Press, at least for this one, you can't use it without this adapter that goes in the bottom. So this allows you to then put in the things you need to use for putting in a rivet. So this is a rivet setter. It has a bottom part, and you can see it has like a little bowl-shaped area. That's where the rivet sets when you press it. So you can see the end of this one is smooth. This is the end that goes into the adapter on the bottom. And then the other half looks very similar with that same bowl shape, but this one, you can see this gets screwed into the top. Okay, so I'm just going to screw that in there. And you can see that was super, super easy to set up. And now this is ready to set rivets. So before you set a rivet in your work, you need to punch a hole where you're going to put the rivet. So I also got a hole puncher for this. You can punch a hole with other tools, but it's easiest to just use the rivet press to do it. So this is the hole punch. Looks like this. When I first got this, I wondered why it has this little hole in it. I've seen that in other tools for hole punching too. And then as soon as I used it a couple times, it became obvious that when you punch a hole in your fabric, the little bits of fabric stay inside of this. So that hole is to get the little scraps out. So like the little donut holes of your work. So this is going to screw into the top just like the other one did. It's very, very, very easy. We're going to slide that out and put in this thing, which is what we use in the bottom when we're punching holes. So where I like to use rivets on bags is wherever you need to reinforce anything. So anywhere you would sew a box with an X to reinforce, you could also use a rivet, or you could use both, or you can use them for decoration. So for me on this bag, it's for both. It's to reinforce and it's for decoration. So I put little dots where I want to put the rivets just to give myself a little guideline. And now I'm going to just set it under there. And I'm going to go very slowly to make sure that the hole puncher is lining up where I have the dot. Okay, and you can hear that it punched the hole. Okay, sometimes you have to take something and just poke through just to loosen the other side of it, but you can see it made a nice clean hole there. Hopefully you can see. Might be a little hard to see. Okay, so now I have my holes punched, and now I want to switch out the hole puncher back to the rivet setter. And I'm doing this on camera because so you can see how quick and easy it is. It took just seconds. Okay, so now rivets have, these are double capped rivets, and they have two halves. They have a half that has a little stem on it, and then they have the shorter part. So what you want to do here is poke that little stem through one of the holes that you made, like that, and then snap the other part back on the top. And now this part is pretty important. When you place this onto your rivet press, you want to make sure that the cap of the rivet is centered on here, because if it's not centered and then you press it down, it's gonna not look nice. It'll come out crooked, or you'll press, the edge of it instead of the center, and it won't look nice. Okay, once it's centered, okay, and then if you just want to make sure that it's set nice and securely, you can flip it over and do it from the other side as well. Okay, and then you have a nice rivet on your bag. Super easy.